Hi everyone, my name is Vincent Say, and I just want to wish you guys a Happy New Year and Happy Lunar New Year as well. So, I know we weren't on in January, but we're back now, stronger than ever. So, if you don't know me, again, my name is Vincent Say, and I will be playing in Chess4Unity's third Saturday event, and I will be trying to win first place. So, again, that's the goal. But we have a lot of competition today, so let's see. The tournament should begin in roughly 30 seconds. So, if you want to know more about Chess4Unity and what we do, be sure to visit chess4unity.com. So, good luck to everyone involved, and let's see what happens. Should start very soon. I hope everyone is staying safe and getting vaccinated, protecting yourself. Okay. And I'm curious if anyone is following the recent tournaments regarding, I believe it's called the Airway Tournament. It's on chess24.com. And Carlsen is playing along with other top players, playing rapid tournaments. So that'd be interesting to follow. Okay, round one, and I will be playing Fishdom Legend. So good luck, Fishdom. So he begins with e4. I will play the French. d4, d5. Knight d2. Okay. Let's go. Okay, let's go to standard c5. Knight f3. Let's go cd4. Knight d4. Okay, let's go knight f6. Knight c6 was also a move, and knight f6, knight c6, they're both very popular moves in this position. So, yeah, see what happens. Here, white has a couple of options. Most popular is e takes d5, and forcing my queen to take on d5, and then just playing something like knight f3. E5, I don't believe is very good. So let's say knight d7. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. Knight f3. Let's go knight c6. Yeah, this honestly looks good because usually in the French, when white plays e5, you want to have a pawn on d4 to support the pawn on e5. So in this case, e5 pawn is kind of weak and kind of difficult to defend as well. And here, I believe white just missed that I can play knight takes e5. So let's do that. Doesn't matter how I take it. No, I don't think so. Let's take it that way. So that's the problem with playing e5 in that position, is now the pawn is weak. I mean, white can still defend it with something like queen e2 or bishop f4, but already black has equalized and can just play a very simple game with bishop e7, castle, and yeah, nothing much to the position. But here, I think black is better. I don't see how white is going to get any compensation for the pawn. So, Okay, so if I go knight g6, yeah, I think I should go, okay, knight g6, you can play bishop g3 or something, and then maybe if I play bishop d6 here, it should be fine. Yeah, let's go bishop d6. Looks fine to me. Because for anything bishop b5, I have bishop d7, and I'm already threatening something like knight d3 and winning the bishop pair as well. So b5. Okay, I just gotta make sure. Hold on. There is a threat to this. Because, okay, bishop d7, if he plays knight takes e6. Okay, f takes e6. Yeah, that should be fine. F takes e6, queen 8, bishop takes e5, bishop takes b5, and that's good for me. So let's go bishop d7. Yeah, but I don't think what I did was definitely the best idea. Bishop d6. Okay, but this should be fine, perfectly fine. What's the best way to proceed? Let's start with a6. That makes a lot of sense. Castle also makes a lot of sense. Just getting the king to safety. Castle, let's say queen h5 or something, then we can play f6, which should be good in this position. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with castling. And honestly, f6 should be fine, like no matter what. So if he plays rook e1, we can also play f6, I believe. Right now we're up a pawn, so all we have to do is make sure that we can finish our development without white developing some strong initiative. So let's... Okay, let's say we play queen c7. Queen b8 maybe is better. Not queen b8, bishop b5, of course. Okay, so in the worst case, I have, of course, f6. I'm going to try to see if I can avoid playing that because f6 also is a concession as well. So it's not like f6 does not have any drawbacks. It does have a lot of drawbacks, actually. Okay, I think it's good here though. So bishop takes d7. I can take with the queen. That should be good. Okay, knight b5 was played. Interesting. I think bishop b8 makes a lot of sense here. Sort of an ugly move, but bishop c5 also looks good. Like if bishop takes e5, queen takes e5, f takes e5, I mean. That looks good, honestly. Yeah, it might actually be a good idea to move the bishop out of that diagonal. So let's go bishop c5. I like that a little bit more. It's a bit more active. Knight c4 might be a threat. a6 could be an idea. Or simply just knight g6, you know, followed by e5 or something. Let's see. What can white do here? I'm not sure, since I would definitely consider something like a4 for white, right? Just protecting the knight on b5. But again, that does not prevent me from carrying out any of my ideas. Okay, that makes sense, right? I can play a6, or I can play knight g6, maybe. It's an even better idea in this position. So I can play e5 as quick as possible. I think that's a good idea. Let's go for it. My idea now is to play e5, just one way or another, play e5. So one possible continuation could be if bishop e3, bishop takes e3, queen takes e3, e5, rook a d1. Oh wait, you can't even take. So white can't even play bishop e3 because bishop takes, queen takes, b5 is hanging. So completely missed that. So bishop g3 really is the move. But then e5. So yeah, I guess he has to go back to d2, bishop d2 instead. But again, that's not very pleasant as well. So yeah, I think position is good for me. So yeah, bishop g3 was played, but now e5 is very, very tempting, just locking the bishop out of the game. Yeah, let's go for it. And now a6 is a threat because knight a3 would be the only move, and then I can just take, and then the pawn structure is ruined as well. So let's look at some other games going on. Let's look at first time. Let's look at first member versus HTT49. So, what's happening here? I mean, it looks like Black has a perfectly fine position by Sicilian kind of feeling. White's knight d2 was very interesting because you want to bring the knight to c4 even if you're sacrificing queen takes d3. No, okay. I am so blind right now. So yeah, White is fine to play knight c4 and putting more pressure on b6 and e5, making a lot of sense. Bishop a6 also makes a lot of sense because knight c4, Black is just going to take on c4. And yeah, this position looks around equal to me. Maybe I would even yeah, but Black looks perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. The pawn structure is a little bit. Pawn structure actually is better for Black, which is why I almost thought Black would be better here. And honestly, the only reason Black is not better is because the bishop on d8 is pretty bad. So other than that, I think Black should be totally fine. I mean, White is not worse. I believe because there's always gonna be some way to bring the knight to d5 and then cause some trouble or some trades. So let's go. So my opponent played b4. Makes sense. But now what? Because I'm pretty sure if I play bishop b6, you can play c4. A little bit annoying. So just to prevent that at all, maybe I should go bishop e7. But then I also want to reroute my knight to e7. That was one of my ideas as well. That's sort of annoying. Okay, I'm just going to go with bishop b6. Since I feel like after c4, I have a6. That's tough. I'm not very convinced there. Yeah. Okay, a4. So if c4, I think I was gonna go a6 and bishop d4. So that's what I was thinking. Kind of made me feel a little bit better about that move. A4. I think I can just go a6. Yeah, let's go a6. And if knight a3, like queen takes a4 maybe. Still have to calculate that a little bit, but looks like a pretty free pawn to me from this point of view. Okay. Yeah, so do I want to take on a4? I'll probably go like c4 or something. Then I can go bishop d4 and then queen takes b4. Yeah, honestly, that just looks... No, not... Wait. Actually, why would I do that? Let's just go rook c8. Simple move, attacking c3, and... Yeah. nothing's really happening, so why would I go queen takes a4? And again, maybe queen takes a4 is better objectively, but it does lead to some crazy stuff after c4 that I don't really want. And here, I feel perfectly fine with this sort of situation because let's say that rook c4, and now I'm going rook c8, and the knight can never move because I just take on c3 and I win another pawn. And white has to constantly worry about stuff like rook e4. Even knight f4 could be even a possibility because of how bad the knight is on b1. So let's go. So white is threatening queen takes c4. So let's go. Because rook c8, I was thinking knight d2, rook takes c3. I was thinking white had knight e4. But then I guess I can just go rook c2, right? Shouldn't be a problem there. Or here I can just go queen e6. Queen c6 maybe too is fine. Okay, I gotta move faster. Okay. Yeah, I just realized that I'm very low on time, so I probably will speak a little bit less right now and play a bit faster because I have 3 minutes, which is terrible and not supposed to happen in this kind of position. But now it's time to buckle seatbelt and play a bit faster. Okay, makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna go queen f7, queen c6. So queen c6. Okay, let's go knight e7. a4 is hanging now. Okay, I have to take advantage of the fact that the white bishop is not in the game and really try to start with gobbling up that pawn, which seems like it's free. Next, I'm probably just going to go back to c6, honestly, because maybe even like the idea of queen e8 and maneuvering the queen to g6. That looks good. Creating some threats on the queen side, maybe. And maybe push with h5, h4, which could be nice. Let's do that. Queen e8 with with the idea of queen g6. And again, once again, the white knight cannot move, which is a huge problem for my opponent here. Queen g6, like I said. And what's next? Let's see. Bishop h2, then we can play. Let's think a little bit. Yeah. I don't really want to play d4. It could open some files, but it could also be unnecessary because why would I do that, right? And allow the white knight to continue moving. One possible idea is bishop h2. I can go knight f5, rook takes d5, knight h4. Yeah, that could be a consideration. But let's just go h5. I don't think black has anything, and I don't really want to rush here anyways. I mean, white doesn't have anything. Okay, now you go there. Let's go knight h5 now, because knight f5. Okay, knight a3 or something, or knight d2. But then I'm also threatening knight h4, so let's go knight h4. That could end the game instantly. Yeah, now queen takes g2 is a threat. And if queen f1, we can just play rook takes c3. And that's another pawn. And if bishop g3, then just queen takes g3. And f pawn is pinned to the king, so f takes g3 is not possible after bishop g3, queen takes g3. That should be good. Other than that, I don't really see any other way that white can protect the pawn on g2. So, and knight f3 is a huge threat too as well. Just has a plus. Yeah, no choice. Now I can just add this pawn to my collection. Takes, and now again, the white knight cannot move, the white rook cannot move. That is pretty much the only move. And yeah, I don't know, it's just sometimes your position is too good, you don't really know what to play. Kind of feel it that way right now. Let's go queen e4. Not even sure why, just with the idea of maybe rook takes h3 or just queen takes b4. Yeah, maybe rook takes h3 is my idea. sometimes in this situation, you just gotta calm down and understand that you're up 3 pawns, and pretty much anything is winning. So, not putting too much pressure on finding the best move, because the reality of this situation is that every single move is the best move. So I'm pretty much expecting King G1 again, but then Queen takes B4. So, okay, F3. F3, I'm not super surprised, but this looks... If I just go knight takes F3, rook takes F3, followed by rook F1. Yeah, that's game. Now, no matter what my opponent plays, rook F1 is either checkmate, because it's a double check, or Queen G2, rook F1, bishop G1, rook takes G1 is going to be checkmate as well. I will look at another game right now, but my time is very low, so I just want to make sure that... Okay, Queen E2 makes sense, rook F1. Okay, good game, Fish-Dom Legend. Now let's check out some other games that are happening. So there's 3 games left, and one of the games is the game that we just looked at. Flash First Member versus HTT49. So things have definitely simplified, and white looks like he's winning completely. These 2 pawns are not going to be stoppable. Yeah, I think white missed that, honestly, because bishop c3 is kind of annoying, and that bishop takes e5. Because, okay, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention was that white has pretty much 0 time, so every move has to be blitzed out. Queen takes d5 is going to be played. Queen f3. Queen d2 I'm expecting. Queen d7, b5. Rook... okay, rook a8 is not possible. Queen a7. Oh, okay. Well, it seems like pretty well prepared. And now a5. Yeah, white is winning here, but just gotta watch the time. I mean, both sides are low on time, but white is like super, super low. Okay, bishop takes h2, probably. Oh no, you can't do that. Oh yeah, white could have just played queen takes f7, honestly. But this is good too. Queen d5, queen takes d4 is next. Yeah, white is not going to lose on time here. This is very good time trouble technique by white. You see how white is just playing simple moves, protecting everything, and not allowing any sort of counterplay with black. Although white has multiple ways to win, when you're in time trouble, that is certainly the best method. Okay, congratulations, first member. That was a nice win, especially in time trouble. Okay, let's see who else is left. Let's look at Eric Chen versus Ashley Chen. Okay, this looks like white is also winning. Yeah, white is completely winning here. I'm not understanding what's wrong with just d7. Yeah. Wait. Okay, yeah, this is done. H3, queen g6, yeah. Okay. That was a great game, Eric Chen. Let's see who else is left. Okay, I guess all the games finished, so now it's me versus SYDK round 2. So, good luck. I'm not really sure what's happening around the world, but for us, at least for my school and my area, it's winter break. So if you have winter break, I hope you are also enjoying that experience. So the next week, we have no school. Okay, so this is the Catalan. We're playing as white. Yeah, we're playing as white. Okay, so it's 1. Okay, b6. That is a pretty strange move. I'm gonna be honest. Have not seen that played a lot. But I do believe it is a move, so. Whoa. Now that I definitely have not seen a lot. Bishop a6, this early, is kind of surprising. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, not even sure what I'm supposed to play. Okay, let's go c takes d5. Knight takes, wow. Okay. This is kind of shocking. Okay, I'm just gonna play normal chess. Castle. My next move is knight c3. Or rook e1. Let's go knight c3. Well, I feel like I definitely could have played a lot better in the opening. Like right now I have pretty much nothing actually. And after bishop a6, I definitely should play something else. Not sure what though. Let's go back and see. Bishop a6, maybe knight e5 is an option. Yeah, maybe. It's a little bit too late for that. Okay, Let's go bishop g5. So I'm expecting something like bishop e7. And knight e7 again, kind of surprising. Wait. What happens if I play knight e5? Okay, at least knight d2 leads to good position, but knight e5, bishop takes e5, d takes e5. I actually should not be concerned about that, honestly. Yeah, let's go knight e5. Oh wait, no, can he play something related to f6? That could be quite annoying. I don't think you have time for that though. So let's go for it. It's f6, the a8 rook is hanging. Yeah, I don't think you have time for anything like f6. And the difference between knight e5 and knight d2, if someone's wondering, is that in this case, after c6, I can play bishop takes e7 followed by knight takes c6, and I win a pawn. But when the knight is on d2, black can play c6, and although I'm better, of course, white does not have any immediate ideas. Yeah, so like I said, c6, now bishop e7 should be good. And this is a very clean pawn. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm going to allow black to finish development pretty quickly, but a pawn, after all, a pawn is a pawn, right? Rook c8. Rook c8, I'm just going to bishop g2 back. And some of my ideas include queen a4. Okay, so bishop b7 was played, which is not very surprising. It's a good move. But here, I think we can just take. And then play. Yeah, definitely should not have taken. Let's go queen d3. Yeah, no, that was a bad move again. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I mean, it's not a terrible move. It's just, why would I play that? Oh, maybe knight e4, knight g5 could be an idea. Or queen e4. My main idea was just to play rook d1, rook c1. So, yeah, I guess that's fine. And for e5, I have d5. And, like, originally I wanted to play e4, right? Which makes a lot of sense, controlling the center. But then black plays e5. And after d5, bishop e5, then all of a sudden it's not very pleasant since this bishop can take my knight, and then it would just be I would just be up one pawn in a queen two rooks versus queen two rooks endgame, and that is survivable. But survivable for my opponent. So that was one reason why I didn't want to play e4. And the other reason I didn't want to play e4 is because after e4, e5, if I play d5, then all of a sudden black has bishop c5, bishop d4 as an idea, and that just seemed quite annoying for me. But this was not very concerning to me. Mainly because I didn't even think that white would ever play this, black would ever play this. So I'm trying to understand what's going on here. But black is trying to get counterplay, obviously, and prevent e4, apparently. But this creates a lot of weaknesses. Let's go rook c1, see what happens. If black plays f4, now that creates a lot of weaknesses, and I'm not sure black wants to do that. So, but if he does, be my guest. You know, after f4, I can just play. In the worst case scenario, I can even just go queen e4, trade queens, and in this queen trade, I definitely benefit from it. That's for sure. Or even f4, knight e4, followed by knight g5. Does not look great for black. Okay, king h8, that kind of makes sense, right? Just getting out of the way. Okay, I want to go knight b5. I'm not sure why, but like the reason is I want to harass black's bishop and open up the c file for my rook. And after bishop b8, somehow I felt like queen a3 would be kind of strong. Yeah, at least instinctively it looked kind of strong. Probably is not though. Okay, we gotta act fast here. Yeah, this looked way stronger. This look this is way weaker than I thought. It looks stronger in my mind, this queen a3 move, but now that I think about it, all black has to do is play rook d8, and nothing's happening. So yeah, queen f7 though was not. Queen f7 was one of the moves that I thought would be bad for me because queen f3. Now I'm threatening this rook on a8. And this bishop does not have any good squares, right? c7 is covered, d6 is covered, e5 is covered. All of that is covered, so really, I think black loses material here. Significant material. Like if a6, queen takes a8, a takes b5, I think that's the best black can do here. Another thing I have to watch is a6, queen takes a8, bishop takes g3. Was kind of like haunting me a little bit, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, now that he actually played this, now I have to kind of think about queen takes a8, bishop takes g3, and let's start with rook c8. Looks natural. Bishop takes h2, king h1. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Totally not gonna work. There's no possible way that's gonna work for him. Bishop takes g3. Like, I'm thinking rook c8, and that should be winning, but even if I just go h6, I mean, h6, queen takes f8, queen takes f8, and take back on g3. Okay, that's not as big as an advantage I would like, but after rook c6, I definitely do have a significant advantage there. No doubt. Probably winning, actually. With two rooks on the safe king. But I think at this point, black has to try bishop takes g3. Otherwise, it seems pretty hopeless. At least after bishop takes g3, there's some chances of like craziness going on. Actually, I just thought about something, and yeah, there's no chance. Bishop takes g3, rook c8 is immediate. Because after bishop b8, like I said, I can just play rook takes f8, queen takes f8, and like rook c1 or something. And after a takes b5, queen b7 should just like win. Because rook c8 is coming next. It's unstoppable. That's kind of deep, but that's absolutely forced, in my opinion. Okay, let's look at some other games that are going on. Okay. First member versus captain. Okay, clearly. Oh, queen takes g4. Yeah, black is just winning. Yeah, there's nothing to say here. Whoa. Oh, because this is kind of hard because okay, so here's what I was thinking. Queen takes g4, queen takes g4, rook takes g4. Black was definitely afraid of king e7, but after rook g7, f takes g7, f3, uh, black just wins. So that was the simplest way, in my opinion. This is also pretty simple. c4 is gonna fall, or this, which is obviously completely winning as well, no doubt. Black just plays king f7 and then queen f3 and then whatever. Okay, back to my game. Okay, a takes b5 was played, which is slightly surprising. I mean, not surprising, since I just went over how the other line was completely losing. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go queen a8 back. Queen f3, I mean. And then my next moves are rook c6 and rook there. Rook c6 and rook c1. Okay, there I'm just gonna take. What should I do? Yeah, let's just play b3. Really, black has nothing here. Now I can even begin an assault on the d file with rook d1. Yeah, so when we look at the material here, not only am I up in exchange rook for bishop, but I'm also up a pawn. And with the safe king, I don't think there should be any problems. Bishop b2. Let's go rook c2. Rook d1 is coming next. Everything is on light squares. And just a note in general, a good rule of thumb is when your opponent has a dark square bishop and you don't have one as well, it might be a good idea to place your pieces on light squares, even if they're not attacked, just in case something happens, and just for future prophylactic kind of ideas. Place your pieces on the opposite square of your opponent's bishop to avoid being attacked whatsoever. Okay, I don't necessarily want to take maybe e3. Maybe just rook d2. rook d8 because honestly, right now I'm just trying to trade my second pair of rooks, and yeah, that's just my goal right now. Okay, my opponent has 2 minutes left, so quick decisions need to be made. Let's look at some other games. Who else is left? Board 3. What's happening here? Okay, black is gonna win. So, yeah, this game's done. Nice job, Eric. And who else is left? So, Jamius versus Victor. Jorge. Haven't seen this game yet. So what's happening here? This looks like a dead draw, right? Bishop takes d7, king takes d7, and now you can't make progress. If white plays g4, black is just going to ignore it, and there's no penetration points for both sides. So this should end up in an easy draw. Okay, let's go. Okay, what's happening here? Queen e7 was played by my opponent. Okay, let's think. Okay, rook d7. Queen f6. We just take, right? Yeah, this doesn't look like it can pose any danger. Let's just take. And I should have done this move before, but here it should be even stronger, honestly. My next move should be rook d8. If you go queen e6 or something, I go rook d8. And a trade of rooks is inevitable. And the reason why I want to trade pieces like this is once black's rook disappears, then the whole defense collapses. Oh, I should play rook d8. Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This is... not the end of the world, that's for sure. Again, like I mentioned before with the general rule of thumb, you want to place everything on light squares. So although it doesn't really matter at this point, it's still a good just rule to live by overall. Okay, not live by, but you understand what I'm saying. Two rooks on the 7th rank is always good. And that's not even like a generalization. It's just simply always good. 99% of the time. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, good game. SYDK. Let's see who else is left. Played well overall. So let's see. Okay, this should be absolutely winning for white. Yeah, somehow white should be able to go like queen. Oh. I mean, I guess that's winning, right? Yeah, it's winning anyway. Could have been a little bit cleaner with queen c3, though. Actually, it's probably the same thing. Yeah. King c4, and then e5. Black is one tempo too late. Like if it was white to move here, it would be a draw. Oh wait. What's going on here? Oh, he's just one tempo too late. Oh my gosh. That is unfortunate. Okay. Congratulations to white, though, for winning that. Okay. Anyways. Next round. Round number 3. Me versus Eric Chen. Chess. Good luck, Eric. Okay, we see the same line that we faced in the first game, so that's how you know this line is very popular. Queen d6. Black usually castles in this position. I mean, white usually castles in this position. Knight f6, preventing knight e4, and now white usually goes knight b3 here. And now white takes, right, with this b knight. Takes. And now queen c7, I believe. Okay. And here is where the real game actually starts. Now white has a couple of options. White goes queen e2, or bishop b3, or bishop d3. Those are the main options for white. Black's idea is just to play bishop d6 or a6. Okay, queen e2 makes sense. Now we can go bishop d6 or bishop e7. Oh, yeah, I kind of messed up the move order a little bit. Okay, I see. Wait, 1 sec, let me think. Yeah, the move order was a little bit messed up here. Usually bishop e7 comes first. Okay, here I gotta play a6. Very, very soon. Before something bad really happens, so let's do that. Okay, so here rook e1 is possible. c3. A lot of things are possible, actually. If bishop g5, maybe even knight e4. Interesting. Consider. Okay, rook d1, that's a little bit weird. I mean, unexpected. Let's go bishop e7, just get the development out of the way, and then we can start thinking more creative. My idea is to castle and then start thinking about e5, actually. Looks interesting. e5 followed by e4, maybe bishop g4. But yeah, castling is #1 priority. Unsafe king means you're probably going to lose, so. Now I feel like e5 is an interesting idea that I can highly consider. And the idea is that e5 now, when knight moves, bishop g4 is an idea too. Because white is forced to play f3, which white does not want to. That's why normally rook d1 is not played in this position. Usually rook e1, and then maybe the other rook to d1, but that's much later. And rook e1 really just prevents e5 as well. So. Okay, let's look at some other games. Let's get board number 2, First Member versus Jamies. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's see. E takes d4. C takes d4. Yeah, this looks still like a very complicated game. I think black is fine, honestly. This, based on my general experience, this looks fine for black completely. It's actually sort of like a dream position that black has with all these weaknesses. Like 97, right? That's, yeah, played that. Now like f3 is hanging, d4, like all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit difficult to play for white. Okay, back to my game. Okay. Bishop b3 was played. Nice. b5 maybe. e5 maybe, like I said before. e5. Let's say knight c2. Yeah, I don't really want that. It doesn't look that great. Honestly, I think b6 looks a very good move. Yeah, this looks like a good idea. Developing the bishop here, and that seems like the most active place for the bishop. And the reason why I didn't want to play b5 was a4 ideas are often very annoying, so b6 just prevents that kind of stuff. Now bishop b7, and then rook a d8, rook a e8 maybe. The only drawback of this kind of setup is that now knight takes e6 and bishop takes e6 have to be looked at, especially from black's point of view, because this bishop is no longer protecting this pawn, making it extremely dangerous sometimes, so I do have to watch out for that. Okay, that kind of makes it obvious what black's idea is. White's idea is, I bet. Okay. So white wants to, if I play bishop b7, white wants to play knight takes e6. F takes e6, queen takes e6, and now, because the rook is on e1, this e7 pawn is hanging. But now I can play this. And if bishop g5, which I totally expect, right? I think I can just put rook e8 here, honestly. Oh shoot, rook e8 does have some drawbacks. Hold on. Knight f5, okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, honestly, this is honestly very risky from my perspective. Oh, wait. Oh my god, I completely missed that I could have played knight e4. And there would be no problems. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Now bishop takes f6 can cause some problems, to be honest. Unwelcome problems. Yeah, I don't know why I did not just play knight e4. That's one of the points with the bishop on b7, right? Then you can have knight e4. Yeah. That's missed by me. Yeah, now, I don't know. Queen g4, king h8, queen h4. It's probably still fine for me, honestly, but definitely not ideal kind of situation. Fortunately, I do have this g file now I can operate on. So maybe if I go king h8, rook g8, I can put some pressure on white. Oh, also bishop. Oh, also bishop h2, queen f4. I forgot that was an idea. That's always an idea in this kind of situation. And endgames are good for black, so yeah, that could be tempting. So bishop h2, king h1, queen f4, queen h5, queen takes f2. That cannot be good for him. Oh, rook e2 actually. It's probably good. Oh, but queen f4. If there, then we just play rook g8, right? I think that works, honestly. Let me just calculate a little bit more. Yep, I like that. Bishop h2, queen f4. Okay. Okay, king f1, that's a nice move. Queen f4, pretty much forced. Queen takes f4, I'm just gonna pre-move bishop takes f4. Save some time. And yeah, I think that was the best decision by white because now the king's on f1 instead of h1, which in endgame is highly beneficial. The king closer to the center. So great decision by white. The f5 is coming. Black. White is going to try to play bishop c2, bishop e4. But personally, I like black's position better, so I'm going to try to continue to press. Okay, I don't have to rush with f5. When white plays bishop c2, I'll play f5. I think. Oh, but white is going to trade all the rooks. Okay, I see. d1. I don't know. That might be a good idea. But I still like my chances since I do have the bishop pair in this position. Actually, honestly, I think I should keep a pair of rooks on the board. I don't know how, though. Like, I don't want to allow rook d7, or else that could truly backfire very quickly. Okay, let's go f5. Takes, I'll just take. Probably take. Hope I can put enough pressure on the white position to make him provoke some weaknesses. And in this type of kind of equal position, time becomes an essential factor. So right now I do have more time, so that's an advantage. And I'm actually surprised that the rooks are still on the board. That highly benefits me, I think, because of the bishop pair. And now e5 is coming. That's my next move. Oh, okay. Now that is something, for sure. That is a risky move. Let's start by playing bishop e4. That is a risky move because we're fixing the entire king side, essentially. Now I'm gonna try to put some pressure on the queenside pawns. I'm gonna go rook g8 here. I don't even care about this d file anymore. Huh. This is a tough decision. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Should I play e5? Takes 92 though. Sort of annoying. Okay, let's go back to d8. The last thing I want to do is allow counterplay. Okay, I think I'm gonna fix this pawn. He's gonna have to go h4. Yeah, I was hesitating whether to do that or not, because that is a concession, a huge concession. Now I have to worry about this pawn being protected. Yeah, I don't know. This type of position, again, in time is incredibly important of a factor. Okay, now that is shocking. Very shocking. Okay, that is shocking because now you're giving me a chance to go. Let's start with b5. And then let's go rook g8. Because you can't be giving me a chance to go h4. I think that's a huge mistake on White's part. Oh, he has g4. That's right. Okay. It's definitely a save. But to what extent? Yeah, I got a little rushed. Yeah, that should not happen. Unfortunately now, white, I mean, has the opportunity to play g5, yeah. Takes on a4. Okay, yeah, I think that was a mistake by him because now you're giving me a chance to attack this pawn. Bishop takes a4, expected. Whoa. Okay. That's a time travel mistake. White has 6 seconds. Yeah. Okay, I should be a little bit more careful in this situation. Okay, rook d3. That should end it. Yeah, okay. Wow, okay. That was a little bit pretty nerve-wracking, actually. But good game, Eric, and you played pretty well. Just kind of at the end, yeah, a4 was, I think, a mistake. Maybe a3, and it'd be more difficult for black to make any sort of progress. Okay. Let's see what other games are left. This is board 2. And black is up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Black is up 2 pawns. Yeah, this looks completely winning. These two connected pawns will distract this rook, and this pawn should be lost, or this king can penetrate. So Black's idea is to put rook h1. Yeah, I think Black should have just went rook h1 and pushed the pawns. But King d7. Okay, Black is just waiting, kind of taking time. Oh, rook g5. Oh, okay, that's bad. Yeah, this game. Yeah, it's a nice game. Okay, who else is left? Let's see. Okay, I think next game. Myself versus Jamie. So this is probably the first place game. So good luck, Jamie. And I have the white pieces, so that's good. So 3 pawns. So this is round 4. If you're just joining us, my name is Vincent, and this is Chess4Unity's 3rd Saturday tournament. And if you want to know more about Chess4Unity and what we do, be sure to visit chess4unity.com. Chess for the number 4 unity.com. Okay, so here I'm just bishop g2, bishop g7, developing. And again, if you're just joining us, this is round 4 of the Chess4Unity 3rd Saturday tournament. And we organize this every 3rd Saturday of a month. So if you're not participating yet, be sure to get involved. Let's see who else is in the race. Okay, so this is another game. Chen versus, not Chen. First member versus Brandon. Let's see. What's happening here? Not exactly sure what's going on here, actually. Seems like a pretty complex position. I'm sure Black is fine. Looks around equal to me. But let's see if my opponent moved. Yeah. Okay, b6. Let's go a4. Gaining space on the queen side. And the idea is just to continue pushing and try to open up this diagonal, honestly. But usually Black plays a5 here to prevent all of that. Let's see if that's what Jamie does. And knight d7. No, that's not what he does. Okay, like I said, my idea is just to push. Okay, a6. Makes sense. Now I'm going to go Knight c3. e5 is most likely the move. And let's go e4. So what I did was I took a normal position and then I added a4, a5 in. So it's kind of like a perk where I get a4, a5, which usually is beneficial to white. So interesting idea. Okay, let's check another game while Genius thinks. Okay, so what's happening here? c3 take. Okay, that's interesting. But I already like white here. Even in the position where I think white can just play queen g3 here and be a little bit better due to this bishop and rook being pretty far behind in development. Okay. Takes, of course, I'm going to take with the knight. And really my idea is to play h3, rook e1, maybe even b3, bishop b2, and just take advantage of this positional advantage. Even f3 can be a good idea. Just play bishop e3, queen d2, you know, that setup. Okay, let's try to check out another game. Let's check out Ready Opening versus Kathy RK705. This position looks like it should be good for white. A4, B5, A5. Yeah, I honestly do not see how black survives this onslaught. Maybe, though. You never know. A4 is going to be my move automatically if I were white. I would play like A4 without even like thinking. Okay, let's go back. Rook e1. If knight c5 is played, I'm going to go f3. Or h3. Actually, h3 makes more sense here. Because I want to go f4. And I might even play f3 later, but for now, h3 is fine. Again, thinking about b4 ideas. I'm gonna be careful because this could be weak, honestly, if I let it go too long. Bishop f4 could be my idea. Could be an idea. With the idea of playing queen d2 and getting the rest of the pieces out. Because otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of tied down to the defense of the e4 pawn, which is not ideal. Okay, let's see what happened. Oh wait, no, he just played a move. Okay, h6 looks good to me. Okay, honestly, the fact that I cannot play bishop e3 right now is quite annoying. I did not expect this to be that annoying. I'm thinking about going e4. Okay, let's go f3. Yeah, that might not be a good idea, allowing knight h5, but knight h5 shouldn't be too bad. We have knight e2. Or knight h5, I have g4, maybe. Followed by bishop e3. Oh wait, what am I doing? Let's see what he plays. Okay, let's go back to this game. Oh, bishop to c6, yeah. I'm not sure about that one. Wait. What happened here? Hold on. Oh, wait, white was up a piece. I didn't even realize that the first time I looked at this position. Yeah, then of course you go b5 and yeah, game's over. Yeah, no question. Yeah, there's no reason to really sacrifice that piece back. Okay, yeah, that is not great for me. King f2 was that what I was thinking about? Or knight c2, like I mentioned before. Right now, this looks like the only safe option. Yeah, let's go knight c2. Yeah. Now I can go back to playing g4 next, because the problem with knight g4 is I don't think, like, I was kind of afraid of knight g3, honestly, because I felt like I would not be able to withstand queen h4 and bishop e5, and it doesn't look like I can win the knight, at least from what I was calculating. So in that case, why not just protect it? You know? Knight c2. If everything's protected, at least I have a chance here. Now g4 is coming, and then maybe I can develop as usual. But to be quite honest, this was not the position I had planned when I was playing this opening. So let's see what white does, because one thing that I do have is the advantage with time, and like I mentioned before a couple of times throughout this stream, time is very important, especially when the position is about to get complicated. So when it comes down to it, whoever has more time is usually the one who has the better chances, because simply in critical moments, if you have more time to think, then obviously there's a greater chance you'll find the best move. Okay, let's check out some other games. Let's look at board 2 again. We have what happened here? Okay. Whoa, what? Did black just completely miss queen takes g2 checkmate? Wow. That is incredible. Not in a good way, though. Okay, this looks like it is also... Yeah, now black is just winning again because not exactly sure what happened. Okay, knight f6 was played. Which does make some sense. I'm going to go back to burn black's time a little bit, see if he plays knight h5 again. Once again, that's sort of a strategy here. Just playing knight c3. And if black does play knight h5, then I can think again and see what's going on. So reevaluate the situation. But this will probably burn some time because black is going to start thinking like, oh, should I play that or not? And in this situation, I'm just going to go the other knight to e2. And bishop takes c3, I'm just going to take with the b pawn. I was thinking about it, and it looks like, to me, those black weaknesses on the dark squares will offset the pawn structure issues in this position. Hopefully I'm right, because I'm making a huge concession here. And again, this is going to kind of... Oh, that's a pleasant surprise. Okay, let's go bishop e3. See what black is trying to do. Now bishop, I'm going to give him another chance to take on c3. But if you're not taking on c3 the move before, you're likely not doing it now. So give me the time to play bishop f2 maybe. that's sort of an interesting continuation there. So let's go g4. I think this is the moment. Bishop here looks a little bit misplaced to me. Knight f6, let's go queen d2. Okay, not extremely surprising at all. Let's go knight d4 again. Or knight g3. Yeah, I kind of like knight g3 with the idea of playing f4 and e5 or f5 or g5, you know. And it brings some excitement to the game as well. And see, here is the exact situation I'm talking about. Black in this moment, it's critical. Black needs to make a decision, and this is a very important decision. And with only 2 minutes left on the clock, not even, it becomes very difficult because to make a great decision. And if my opponent had 6 minutes, 7 minutes, then maybe can think of a better solution. But with only 1.5 minutes left on the clock, yeah, I'm not sure. That looks tough. Okay, we can go to the other position. And yeah, black had won the game. No surprise there. This was the position where black had a piece up. Yeah, remember this position. Yeah, black just made a 1, but still won this game anyways. So, okay, yeah. Okay, let's go back to my game now. Okay, it's time to play f4. It's absolutely time to play f4. Let's go bishop f2 next. And again, 30 seconds left. Black does not have time to actually think. Queen e7. But I'm just gonna go quiet move because, like I said, my opponent does not have enough time to play even like 5 moves. Hmm. Nope. That's a bad idea. So queen e3. Putting pressure on this pawn. Okay, that's interesting. Attacking that. Let's see, what do we do here? It's so difficult to kind of picture the correct moment to attack. I feel like b4 is fine here. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, black lost the queen, so. Okay, good game. Really, this game just shows you the importance of having enough time, especially in rapid games, but even in games, general games overall. So let's see what other games are left. This is the last round, by the way. Okay, black is winning here, definitely. But yeah, I don't see how white can survive this. But maybe actually, because it's not super simple. No, black is winning. There's just too many pawns to handle. Yeah, and any trade is a win for black. Let's see. Let's see the other game though. Okay, this should last a while because white is white looks like he's doing well, but oh no, this should be an easy draw. Yeah, this is just a draw. 2 versus 1. I mean, maybe like king a4 gave white a chance, right? And a rook g2 a3. That I think was the best chance, and maybe even winning chance. But you cannot allow the king to come back to b6. Yeah, that's just not gonna work. Yeah. Now black just goes there, and you can't do anything. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, what happened here? Okay. The only issue is time, but time should not be an issue unless, like, somehow. Okay, that's a smart move. Okay, that's a nice conversion by Eric Chen. So, congratulations on that. Oh, okay. Now, it should not be a hard thing to draw. Yeah. Well, I can't even do anything, honestly. It's that bad. Yeah. Keep on checking until he goes back to A1. Or yeah, now rook A5 does the job. Rook D5, cut the king off, and just go king A5. Yeah, this should be a draw. Easy draw. Oh, I'll just move back and forth. The one thing white can do is play on forever because black has 14 seconds. Yeah, not a lot of time. Yeah, white is going to play on. Okay, nice. Okay, congratulations, everyone. Okay, that scoreboard is wrong. Apparently, it's not that updated, but congratulations to everyone who participated in this tournament. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye. Stay safe.